Hello and welcome! Today we are in the Tier 10 Japanese battleship, the Yamato. She's actually named after Japan herself. We're playing on the map Sea of Fortune, and it is a Tier 8 to 10 battle. Seems to mostly be a mixed match. 2 DDs on both sides, and we have a Kagera and a Friesland, they have an Akizuki and a Mogador. So overall I would say destroyers probably aren't going to be incredibly vital, although a well-played destroyer in this match could be extremely powerful. But I think the match is mostly gonna rest on cruisers and battleships. And there's no CV around, so we don't have to worry about being constantly harassed. Oh wow, that's an Henri that's actually advancing closer. Oh, I want to take the shot, but the island is in the way. If I fire right now, I'd hit the island. I'm just slightly too close to this island here to be able, for the shells to be able to clear the shot. So my plan here at the start was I spawned on the western side, that I would advance close to the enemy, then get a few salvos off while I'm really close. Hopefully I'll surprise the enemy, and then I'll turn around and back away and hopefully fight in a defensive stance, which should invite the enemies in, and perhaps we'll get a few lucky shots off that ends up dealing a lot of damage to the enemy. After all, it's easier to defend than it is to attack. So you go close and then just keep backing off. Okay, please, Henri, please still be showing side when you come out. Actually, it doesn't matter, just be really close because Henri is massive and... Oh yes, please, come on. She's showing so much side. Come on, Dev Strike, come on. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'll accept that. 24k damage. That's, yeah, Henri, that's not a great start for your game, is it? And I'm gonna get a follow-up there. 24k HP lost just like that. And I mean, she had to know I was coming there, right? This next salvo probably isn't gonna do much. She's gonna turn away most likely. That's why I only fire one of the turrets, and then I do 2 more follow-up. But I think I led a little too much on the second and third turrets. Yeah, as you can see. Just slightly too much ahead. So the reason I fired staggered like that is to make the Henri start dodging for the first one, to then hopefully get a second hit, but sadly the second and third simply weren't accurate enough. Overall though, the match has gone really well. Our Friesland has managed to take a cap, the enemy Mogador has lost almost all of her HP. I mean, this looks pretty good for us, especially since we are the only ones that have a cap zone. This is a good start for a game. So I'm backing off right now. There are a lot of ships over here with me, and we could potentially turn around and advance. But honestly, it's kind of a sketchy thing, because if you look at the minimap, look at where that Grosso Kofast is and look at where the Ohio is. They do have effectively a crossfire in that position, which means that advancing here for us is kind of difficult. We kind of do have to stay back as well because they've spread their battleships apart. Obviously the enemy is never going to advance here, there's just too many of us. I mean, a Yamato, Dmitry Donskoy, a Mainz, a Massachusetts, a Marco Polo, an Alaska, and a Friesland on top of that. Nobody's gonna push in here. That's never gonna happen. So my plan is to get closer again and hopefully get a few shots off and then reposition. As a Yamato, it's not quite as vital to get close, because you do have the capability of firing at extreme range. You probably don't want to, but you always have the option. So you're not gonna be in a situation where you end up fighting someone and then you're like, oh, well, I killed everything over here and there's nothing that I can shoot. Oh no, I take that back. I just forgot there's a cyclone happening in 1 minute and 10 seconds. Oh no, never mind. When cyclone hits, I'm definitely gonna be unable to utilize my range. I need to get closer to something. I don't think we can advance here though, because remember the crossfire? It has actually gotten even worse, right? Look at where that Grosso Kofast is, look at where the Ohio is. If you advance down this line, go straight ahead where I'm pointing at, you're gonna die, because you're gonna get crossfire to hell. Also, that North Carolina had a very short life. But yeah, that Ohio and that GK and the Pommern, they make pushing here a really, really bad choice. It'll be a fool's errand. I think it makes far more sense for us over here to head over to the B cap instead. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Wait, why is that anchorage pushing? Wait, what? Anchorage, what are you doing? I mean, I understand that you have a smokescreen, but smokescreen doesn't make you invulnerable. You still take damage in that smokescreen. You know that, right? Evidently she doesn't, or didn't, because for some reason she decided to advance on way too many ships. Like, that was downright... No, that was actually suicidal, right? I mean, we have a Dmitry Donskoy, so Radar 1. We have an Alaska, Radar 2. We have a Marco Polo, a battleship that easily deals with it. A Massachusetts, a Yamato, a Mainz. I have no idea what that anchorage was trying. Anyway, I'm gonna start advancing more towards the middle, because apparently the only cap that has been taken in almost 8 minutes of the battle is our A cap. So we might as well advance on B and try to take that cap. Because if we build up enough of an advantage, obviously we're gonna win. Cyclone will kick in about 1 minute and 10 seconds. Right now it's at 38 kilometers. In 1 minute, it'll be at 8 kilometers. That'll be the point when I need to, well, I say need to, I'd like to be close to enemy ships to be able to actually fight something. Ooh, 20k damage on a GK. That's not nothing. That Pommern is definitely gonna go down. There's no point in trying to advance on her. There's no chance that this Pommern is gonna even survive until Cyclone kicks in. So yeah, the priority is gonna be on the B cap. Unfortunately, Yamato is not a fast battleship. I mean, I guess technically it falls under the fast battleship category, but I mean, it's not as fast as something like an Iowa or a Georgia or something like that. Ships like that would be better at this kind of repositioning. Okay, so the enemy does appear to be able to take the C cap soon. I don't really see how we could possibly prevent them from taking the C cap. I mean, look at the minimap. It's a Grossa Kofest and a Kagero versus a Buffalo, a Stalingrad, an Eger, and potentially a Thundera. It would be extremely foolish to expect our team to emerge victorious over there. Let's speed this up a little bit, since we're basically sailing empty and Cyclone range is 8 kilometers, so nothing's gonna really appear here. Although it does make sense to take blind salvos, because we do see where the shells are. So, while we might not be able to lock on and it'll be extremely unlikely that we'll actually deal damage, it's possible, and since there's no downside to firing here, I might as well. Come on. Come on. That's actually looking really good. Right? Look, see! Oh, that looked really close. I'm surprised I actually didn't hit on that one. But I suppose the Henri did turn away, so there's that. If she had kept going, I think she might have actually been hit by those shells. Okay, there's a Buffalo coming towards us. Me and the Marco Polo. I think that Buffalo is gonna have an extremely bad time in a moment. Oh yeah. Wow, I didn't expect that she'd have that bad of a time though. I was hoping I could at least fire my guns. But apparently not. We are gonna take the B cap here though. All the destroyers have been taken out on the enemy team, so there's no worry about errant torpedoes randomly appearing. The question is, what will their Ohio do? If she keeps pushing the way she is, she will get behind us and probably into the A cap. I would actually prefer that, because I don't want to fight an Ohio at close range like this. I don't think it'll be a good fight for me. As a Yamato, you really kinda want to stay further away, because Yamato obviously has the cheek armor, which is vulnerable. But I'm still gonna advance in the direction of the Ohio, because if you look at the minimap, we have a Dmitry Donskoy, a Marco Polo, an Alaska, and a Mainz over there. Chances are that they can deal with whatever ships advance south. So we might need something that's to the north. Maybe I'll deal with the Ohio, depending on where she is. Or maybe I'll simply flank the Thundera and the Stalingrad. Also, I'm really surprised. I mean, look at our Friesland. That Friesland is, well, she is very brave on the one hand. On the other hand, maybe a little foolish, because, well, it's possible that the Friesland will simply be caught out and she can't outrun an Henri. The Henri is gonna run her down. And there's no support that's gonna try to save the Friesland. Oh, Thunder is actually coming along. Nice. This is very good. Ohio is obviously out of range, but this Thunderer is mine. I want to make sure I'm looking through my front guns. And hello Thunderer, and goodbye. And the Citadel to end, of course. So now we simply head for the sea cap, take it, and I mean we're so far ahead. I think we're looking really good right now. Okay, well, our Donskoy went down, but that's alright. I should get into range of the Stalingrad soon. And looking how she was positioned, I might actually get her broadside. And Marco Polo is advancing on the other side, so this Stalingrad is in a pickle. She's literally caught between two battleships. Hello, broadside. Oh, only one citadel, but still 21k damage. Like one more salvo and she's pretty much gone. Although I don't think I can do that salvo because she's gonna be behind the island. But I'll advance on the sea cap and take it. Oh! Our Alaska went down. That's actually not good because we only have 3 ships left now. We have me, the Marco Polo, and the Mainz. But I guess we're fine, right? Marco Polo has a lot of HP. I have a lot of HP. I mean, they have a low HP Stalingrad, a low HP Henri, and, well, an Ohio. But still, this should be alright, because we have a massive points advantage. Wait, Marco Polo, why are you advancing? No, no, no! Don't get rammed by the Stalingrad! Marco Polo, please, please don't get rammed by the Stalingrad. That'll be terrible for us. Come on. Please don't. Oh, come on. Why would you do that? Why would you get rammed by the Stalingrad? All you had to do was, like, just stop and reverse. Oh boy, this is actually pretty bad, because now I don't know if we have enough points to simply run and, well, win. So I'm gonna turn around and try to prevent them from taking the B cap, or at least slow them down for a little bit. But that does mean I'm gonna be stuck here, because I can't do a defensive fight on the B cap here, most likely. Because, well, Yamato showing too much side probably means you're gonna get citadeled. So I have to at least fight the Ohio with my bow towards her. Otherwise this is gonna go poorly. But we do have a Mainz and, well, the Mainz is probably gonna just stay far back. I mean, she has survived so far. Oh, there's the Ohio. Now this situation might look really bad because I'm showing broadside to the Ohio. But it's okay because my rudder is fully turned already. Which means that by the time Ohio shells arrive, I'm most likely gonna be angled more or less. Oh, and there's the Henri. Okay, I guess I shouldn't advance, and I should use my heal, even though I haven't taken that much damage. I think it makes sense to use my heal right now, because this will put it on cooldown earlier, and so I'll probably take more damage here, right, during the heal, and so the heal will tech up, and I'll have it available again sooner than otherwise. Ooh, 18k to start out on the Henri. Henri is a massive ship, and you overmatch her in all kinds of ways, which is why salvos deal insane damage against Henris, even when they don't citadel. But here I definitely have to reverse. I don't want to make the same mistake that the Marco Polo made. I mean, overall it's gonna be alright though, because we have the Mainz, right? And as long as she survives, we win. There's only 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. I finished the Henri, and then we rammed the Ohio, and we win, right? So it shouldn't be that bad. Mainz, you had one job. You had one job, which was not to die here. This was basically a one game, Mainz. And now, with you throwing your ship away, it's looking bad. Okay, I'm gonna finish the Henri here, right? So it'll be fine. 2k HP and... wow. All 3 shells hit the torpedo protection belt and did no damage. Okay, it's okay, I'm gonna bring my rear turret, that'll finish the job, and then we focus on the Ohio and hope for the best. And, oh my god, the rear turret whiffed all the shells as well. I can't believe that Henri is still alive. Okay, come on, front turret. Okay, finally. The other one is gonna go into the Ohio. I can overmatch her bow, so I should be able to deal significant amounts of damage. But I'm not gonna expect citadels. It's unlikely to get citadel hits. Because the bow is massive and quite often the shells simply don't arrive. Oh! Those Henri torpedoes. I was thinking why the Ohio, that it was odd that the Ohio didn't advance on me. But those torpedoes might be why. In that case, I might actually have to thank the Henri because it kept the Ohio off of me for a little bit longer. Okay. Oh, I think I whiffed that shot. 3 over pens. If I had aimed slightly further back, it should have been some penetrations. We're at 59k HP. Ohio is at 21k. Come on. Come on. Okay, she's gonna do a... I wanted to say she's gonna do a run by, but, well, apparently not. I actually did get a citadel over there, which is pretty good. And I can't believe that we actually won this game in this manner. This looked like we had... The game looked as though we had won already. Then the mines did a really terrible... No, the Marco Polo did a terrible maneuver. Then the mines did a terrible maneuver. And then it was down to me. Just me. But hey, we still succeeded. 216k damage, 2729 base XP. That Friesland definitely deserves a compliment. Now, what about this Marco Polo? Do I compliment him? Well, I think he kind of doesn't deserve it because of what he ended up doing with the Stalingrad. So I'm really torn which one to go with. You know what? I'm just gonna go good manners. Screw it. The Stalingrad definitely deserves a compliment, and I think this Ohio as well. Because he did try, he truly did try, he positioned himself rather well. Sadly, it simply didn't work out. I still can't believe that Mines did whatever she ended up doing. All she really had to do was just back off. Oh wow, wait, yeah, that Henri was the same guy we got that salvo right at the start of the game, right? I can't believe he actually managed to not take much damage from anybody else then. Oh, by the way, look at this. Ohio, the last one, main battery, 19 shells hit on my ship for 20,000 damage. So roughly 1,000 damage per shell. Me and the Ohio, 15 shells for 58,000 damage. 4,000 damage per shell. I did 4 times as much damage per shell to the Ohio. And remember, the Ohio actually has 8 guns, whereas the Yamato has 9. Although I guess in a frontal situation you only really fire 6 of them, but still. Because of the, you know, the cheek armor that the Ohio could punish me on. But still, that's a massive difference, and that's why I was able to win this fight. Being able to overmatch the enemy bow is a massive advantage. Let's go over the captain skills and upgrades. So, emergency repair specialist, then obviously grease the gears, adrenaline rush, then concealment expert. Then right now, since we still have Deadeye, obviously you take Deadeye, but if you looked at how I played this match, I don't think Deadeye is all that necessary. Then I took emergency repair expert and then basics of survivability. I really like taking basics of survivability because this allows me to take the propulsion mod. Then I use the legendary upgrade, which improves dispersion, but honestly I think in this match having faster reload would have been better. Especially the fight at the end there. Better dispersion didn't really seem to do all that much for me, but having faster reload definitely would have, because if a ship is really close you're not gonna miss anyway, right? So you might as well be able to put out more shells instead. So I think maybe going for reload is actually better than the legendary upgrade, because it's again only 7%. Then concealment, and here this is propulsion mod. This is why I take basics of survivability. Because it allows your ship, because, you know, having basics of survivability means I don't need damage control. And with this propulsion mod, it allows your battleship to go from 0 to 10 knots really quickly. And it's at a speed that people really don't expect. It allows you to dodge torps and shells and all kinds of things. Then I take aiming systems modification 1. The only other one that would make sense here would be the main battery traverse speed, but honestly, I think dispersion is definitely better. Then damage control, obviously again, and main arts modification 1. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.